May, welcome back to TCM. It is a pleasure having you here tonight because we get to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the UCLA Film and Television Archive, of which you are now the director. Thank you for all your great work. The Film Noir Foundation loves being a partner with UCLA. I love that we're doing this because we showed those newsreels as a bonus feature, and now we're going to start our next feature with a cartoon that has been restored. So it's very much like a night out at the movies back in the day, right? So tell us about what we're going to see next.
So tonight we'll see Greedy Humpty Dumpty and then All That Money Can Buy. So there's a little bit of a theme there between the two. They were actually both funded and restored with us by the Film Foundation. And Greedy Humpty Dumpty is special. It's a Fleischer film, and it was restored with support also from the Seth MacFarlane Foundation. They reached out to the Film Foundation and said, we want to restore animated films. What do we do? And so the Film Foundation reached out to us and said, let's work on this. And we selected 12 films, this is just one of them, to really highlight this important work. And the feature, All That Money Can Buy, was restored with the Hobson Lucas Family Foundation as well. So many hands make light work, and they are both really special to the archive.
Tell us about All That Money Can Buy, because it's also known under another title, The Devil and Daniel Webster, and it has a very interesting history, right? So, and another great example of how UCLA is able to not just preserve, but work with these things so you see the film as it was originally supposed to be seen.
Absolutely. The Devil and Daniel Webster was the intended title, and they changed it to All That Money Can Buy because it was maybe could be confused with another title at the time, but didn't really get as much kind of publicity or recognition. And then it got cut down, released in different forms. And then about 10 years ago, I think, our head of preservation at the time saw that there were so many different elements of the film, different versions, and we worked with a number of archives that had collections, Library of Congress also, I think MoMA, and what we did was cobble together what was essentially the intended version, and it took a lot of time and effort, but it really is such an important American film, a film about identity, who we are as a country, and I think it's really germane to everyday life and especially today.
Stays very timely, right? I mean, when Stephen Vincent Benet wrote this, it was first a stage play, was my understanding, and then William Dieterle does a fabulous job directing this film. And it does pair beautifully with Greedy Humpty Dumpty that we are about to see right now. So this is a wonderful combination you put together for us. And it reminds me, this is what going out to the movies was like in the old days before Turner Classic Movies, but we're gonna recreate it for you right now. So here it is, cartoon and a movie tonight for you, coming at you from TCM. Enjoy Greedy Humpty Dumpty and then All That Money Can Buy. May, thank you for choosing that film. I think the audience is going to agree that it is as timely as ever. I want to talk to you as the director of the UCLA Film and Television Archive, not just about the value of preservation and restoring films, putting them back the way they were originally intended to be, but I think a lot of people think that archiving something is like just preserving it and keeping it in a vault. But with movies and things, that's not the end game. It's getting them seen. So how do you partner with people to actually get the films back in circulation?
So we have a tremendous collection, and unfortunately we haven't been able to preserve all of it. There's millions of feet of film, as I've mentioned, that we care for, and also magnetic media. And one of the main and primary areas that is important to us is preserving for access. A film should be preserved and accessible. Those go hand in hand. It's what you're doing here on TCM. And at the archive, when we restore a film, we work with a studio or the rights holder, or if it's orphaned, we try to get it out there so that folks can see it in theaters, at their local Cinematheque, on TCM, maybe buy a Blu-ray. And really for us, it is for students, scholars, the public, and the world. And we restore films and sometimes we put them on YouTube because we want folks to access them. And we've seen that from around the world, people watching what UCLA restores as a mark in history, and that's how we make our mark.
We've been lucky, right, in our partnership, the Film Noir Foundation, because the noir stuff is so popular now that, you know, there is an audience for it. But we gotta work on getting an audience for everything, right, that you guys preserve, because it's just so incredibly significant. American history has migrated to film, right? That's how it's been recorded, and that's how it's going to be seen.
I think of it as a window and mirror into our society. We go to the movies to see what other people live like, or also to see ourselves reflected on screen. And for the archive, the things that those gems that you point to are real. We have an incredible student body at UCLA who make films. Nina Menkes, Charles Burnett, Alexander Payne have come from UCLA on campus. And what we also have are these short films that they made as students, which is amazing, Julie Dash. So I think of the continuum of filmmaking, the fostering and bringing in new audiences as how we get folks to stay, that they see that a film can be made, a film can be seen, and a film can be preserved. And the cycle continues. Mm-hmm. And that's our role at UCLA.
Fantastic. And you have another treat for us now. Tell us what's coming up next, because this was very interesting, another animated film.
So speaking of student films, tonight we are delighted to bring you Flora Mock's Paper Moon. She was a professor at UCLA and taught, but she also, as a student, made this really lovely short film, a collage piece, and it's very short, but something really sweet that has been shown around the world now as an example of collage work and art animation. So
it's very elegant. It's a very elegant, beautiful, simple, with Nat King Cole singing the song, and it's absolutely delightful.
It really is. I'm just glad that we were able to restore it and make it available. It was something that was a bit undiscovered for a while. No one really knew her work, and tonight we get to see it.
Well, let's take a look at it. From 1949, which I think is significant because it's pretty advanced animation for 1949, here is Paper Moon by Flora Mock.
It is only a paper moon hanging over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. It is only a canvas sky sailing over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played on a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. your love. It's a honky-tonk parade without your love. It's a melody played on a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me.